Welcome to Give It a Try. We're going to put a little twist on my channel today. Usually we're trying new adventures or giving an opportunity for you guys to try something new. Well, today we're on our way to interview a guest. Our twist of this channel is we're going to be interviewing people that have already given things a try. They have memories, they have stories to tell. And I'm hoping this will interest everyone because some will be funny, some will have great wisdom, maybe even some will be sad. But this is something we can learn from and really enjoy. So we're on our way to a special guest, and that is my dad and my mom's. And we call him Charlie or Pa or Dad. So I can't wait to get there and see what story he has prepared for us. Come along. Here we are. We're here at Charlie's house. My dad and the kids, they call him Pa. And a lot of people call him Pa. But here is a story from his childhood, right? Your childhood?
Yes. This is a very interesting story. I can kind of remember it because it was a very, very interesting story, which I'd like to tell you about. When we were young, my buddy's name was Hank, and he and I were old school chums, and we ran a trap line. And we trapped things like fox and muskrats and things like that. But we also were on the level where we trapped skunks. Well, now this story kind of relates back to when we had caught a skunk. And to kind of tell you a little bit about this, when you get skunks, you think of them spraying you. Well, they don't really do that. Even though they're in a trap, they don't spray you. But if it is known that if you can get their 4 feet off the ground, they cannot spray. Well, when we came up to this one set, there was a big black skunk, and a nice one, I might say. And we had the chain on the end of a long stake, and this we got on the end, and we lifted him up, and we got him off the ground. And then we kind of walked up to him and looked at him, and he looked at us, but no spraying, which is a good thing. Well, we demised him with a shot to the head, and then we took him back, and we were going to skin him. And we took him back to my garage at my house, and we were out there in the garage, and I did the knife work, and Hank was holding the animal so that I could clean or skin around the very essential parts, the scent gland, and he was holding it quite tight, and I was going around very carefully with it. I believe it was even a scalpel. It was so sharp, but lo and behold, the worst thing could happen. I punctured it. And the worst thing that even happened worse was that it sprayed and went up the side of Hank's face. Well, immediately, he raced into the house. I said, come on in and we'll wash your face under the sink. But when we came into the house, there was my mother and my sister washing the dishes. And we told him what happened. And of course, he smelled profusely tough. And so he got under the sink and he washed his face with soap and everything. They all kind of backed off and let him. And finally, he just grabbed the first thing he could. It was a towel there. And he wiped his face off. But lo and behold, that towel was the dish towel. And my little sister after we left, picked up the towel and started drying the dishes again. Well, for weeks later, every time we had hot gravy or anything, we had the strong odor of skunk.
Oh, Dad.
And let me tell you,
Oh.
that was a story that has always come to my mind. And I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us, and we can't wait for the next one. Well, that was our first story. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I know I've heard this story once before, and I always love it because my dad is such a colorful storyteller, and I'm sure that's the way it happened too. So, well, I can't wait for the next one. I don't know who the next star will be, but I hope you enjoy it and join us again.